What is up, my little Danos? Webs is the Yokos of the Helsinki Dragas, and we are here for the PPL Season 5 Week 8 when I go up against Necrostivo. And when it comes to this match in itself, I believe I'm all but guaranteed for playoffs, but I still want to perform well going to this. And Necrostivo is in a position where I believe he kind of needs to win out in order to have a chance to make it, but he's still in the mix. And he's gonna be bringing a Terra Fighting Necrozma and Terra Fairy Belly Bolt, what he told me. And I told him that I'm bringing a Terra Fire Iron Moth and I'm bringing Terra Steel Porygon too. And yeah, that's pretty much the team. Protective Pads on Meowscarada, double choice specs on my Bolt and Iron Moth, just like last week. We are bringing a physically defensive Porygon 2 with the Terra Steel to help with Excalibur and Ogreborn Wellspring, and then we have like a bulky but adamant nature still Scizor with Defog and somewhat physically defensive Gliscor as well. And let's just start searching. Good luck and have fun to Necrostivo. And when we go up against each other, it is versus two guys with probably the deepest voices in the Wi-Fi scene. So whenever we are commentating for a battle, the earth will be starting to shake, of course. Okay, so we see Tornadus. We see Houndoom, which I think is here to cover not being as weak to fire. And then we see the Necrozma and Bellybolt. We see Climora and Crocodile. So we don't see Excalibur, neither the Ogreborn, which is definitely interesting. For my behalf, I don't necessarily hate... I'm thinking leading with Meowscarada just to give myself a good matchup into the... Giving myself a good matchup into like Crocodile, but I'm also thinking like leading with Raging Bolt because it can live a hit from Crocodile buying it being boosting item. And it can kind of break from there. I think we go with the Raging Bolt, because it also covers like a Tornadus lead. And I can pretty much nuke everything in the field as it is. So let's go with that. And Necrozma is Terra Fighting and Bellybolt is Terra Fairy. It's unfortunate that it's Terra Fighting Necrozma, because it means it can really hit my Porygon quite hard. But I should be able to nuke it pretty well with my other guys. I just have to make sure it doesn't get out of hand, per se. But let's see. The Terra Fighting makes me think it's like a Dragon Dance set. That would be my initial guess. But let's see what he leads up with. He leads with the Crocodile. So do I take the risk of staying and going for Draco Meteor here, because I made this bulky enough to live any hit? It is also not Intimidate, which is worthwhile noting. I could also just make a save swapping to you. I don't think I should be risking my Raging Bolt this early now, thinking about it. Unfortunately, I did not lead with the Meowscarada. It would have been really good here. I'll make this safe play. He may go for knockoff. Yeah, he does go for knockoff, which is unfortunate, but Bellybolt does have access to Toxic, so I do have opportunity to get the Toxic or the Poison Heal later on. This makes me think it's a Scarf Crocodile. How much did that do to me? 243. Is my HP. Oh, that could be very offensive, actually. Okay, it could be like a high roll from it. I think for now I wanna just go for a U-turn here. And proceed from there. He goes for Stealth Rock, so it's not choiced. And I know it's not a Southwest either. In this matchup, I don't think I'm gonna be terrorizing my Porygon. I think the Terramon would be my Iron Moth. But I could honestly go into Miaskrata and go for a U-turn. Because that allows me to go into Lure in the Belly Bolt, which allows me to go to my Raging Bolt. So I'm gonna use Miaskrata here. He has a pretty good starting here. Oh, like opening here, I should say. I think U-turn should kill you from here. Yeah, it should be killing you from here. And I'm not scared of Belly Bolt statics because I have protective pads on this. So I can make that play pretty safely. There comes the Belly Bolt, I would imagine, yep. And we do a good amount of damage. It's actually not static. Electromorphosis is instead its ability. So I have the option to go into Raging Bolt. I could force the Terra on this, and if I force the Terra on this, then the Necrozma is less of a threat. I kinda wanna do that. Like, even if he Terralizes, I am pretty especially bulky on this as well. I put a lot of IVs there, so like I can take the hit. And I feel like he should use the Terralization on the Necrozma, because if that doesn't Terralize, I have a lot easier time dealing with it, I think. So I'm gonna call him not Terralizing, going for the Draco. Cool. The Belly Bolt is dead. That's kind of what I figured. Like, yeah, he can make it Terra Fairy, but I really doubt that he's gonna Terralize it in this matchup, considering how well that Necrozma can do into me. Okay, as we see the Climora coming in here. Versus Climora, I kind of want to say my swapping will always be Scizor. I'm able to defog these rocks away, which is important. If he is like a hazard setting variant, like spikes or anything, I can defog away. So yeah, I think Scizor is just to play here. I've seen him also running like the corrosion ability on it, so we could see like Toxic coming out. So we go into Scizor and see what he does. Meteor Beam does come out. I wanna say I take this. Yeah, we do. Barely, but we do anyway. It just means that I'm not able to defog during this game, which can be unfortunate for my Moth, but Moth just needs to come in and get few kills here. Like, he doesn't have creative swappings into it. Like if I remove the Scizor, for example, or remove the Houndoom, which can be taken out by like Sludge Wave, for example. So here I just go for the Bullet Punch. Which will do a lot to it. T-Spikes do go up, but I do have Iron Moth to cover that as well. Dazzling Gleam doesn't actually take me out, which is nice. And I'm kind of set on just doing this still. Just pressing Bullet Punch, I'm still okay with that. He could preserve this as a sack, and in case he would, I guess I'm gonna write it down that what health it's at, which is around 25%. Crocodile is like around taking 2/3, it's around 2/3 of its health. Bullet Punch does go off, and we do kill the Climora. He does have 2 layers of T-Spikes up, but again I'm able to remove those. The Stealth Rocks are likely to stay here, cause everything that he has left is faster than me. And definitely able to kill me from this range. And I assume that's the Houndoom. In case he would allow me to defog, I guess I press it. How much do I do to a Houndoom with my Iron Moth? Could like Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave will be doing a lot to it. I could preserve this as a sack potentially, but I don't think that's worthwhile making. I'll just defog. You see flame shots coming out. But I don't imagine you're able to do a whole lot to my other Pokemon. I can find enough trace to flash fire from this with you. I could go into Raging Bolt. It's able to kind of tank any hit from this. There's no good resist to you afterwards. What do you even get to hit my Iron Moth with? You get potentially Mud Shot and whatnot, so I could technically go into Moth as well. What do I need you healthy for? No, I'll go to Raging Bolt. It's actually fortunate for me to take this poison now, actually. But if I remove this, my Iron Moth is free to press buttons here. So it's probably still worthwhile. I wanna say it's just the Dragon Pulse will take you out. Like if you're not max HP. Thunderbolt will also probably take you out, and it will cover the Crocodile swap in. And Dark Pulse is not doing a whole lot to me. We just press Dragon Pulse. As we get flinched. That's very unfortunate. I think now it's better for me to go for a Thunderbolt instead, just to make sure this dies. Because I won't imagine him swapping out anymore. Okay, we get the Thunderbolt off. That was a critical hit. Okay. Well, the Houndoom is at least dead, which means that there's no fire immunities left. And we also die there, so it's a double off. I never imagined that would happen, but like with the hazards being up like that and all the other stuff going on. I could go into my Iron Moth and remove these T-spikes. It would invite Tornado Hysteria, which is currently a little annoying to me. Yeah, let's go to Iron Moth here. And that is something new we haven't seen. It's the Tornadoes. So we do take the Stealth Rocks, but Tornadoes should not be able to do a whole lot to me, right? Yeah, it should not be able to do a whole lot to me. And Flamethrower could just take it out. So I kind of feel like I kind of have to do at this point. I don't feel like swapping out and giving him like free U-turn into Necrozma. I don't want to also overheat in case the Necrozma is set up, which I definitely feel like it would be in this matchup. So I don't want to leave myself open into that. I want to be able to lock into a move that will do a lot to it. If not taking it out as well. He goes for the Lignet Storm. As we go for the Flamethrower, which I'm hoping that should take it out. And it does. Wonderful. So now I'm kind of hoping that this thing will be able to sweep from here. Or leave the Necrozma super low so it cannot sweep me anymore, and then I can deal with the Crocodile. With my remaining of the guys. It's not been like really a clean game, because like the lead he got pretty well with the Crocodile, and I should have had a proper lead into it like the Meowscarada. But I feel like now the Iron Moth is finally being unleashed once again, as it usually has been this season. Like once I press the Terra button with Iron Moth, shit will die. There is not a lot that can stand up to it. There's the Necrozma. I'm not gonna overthink this, I will Flamethrower. Choice Specs Flamethrower will do a lot to it, if not kill it, depending on his spread. He does Terralize with the Necrozma, which at this point makes sense, cause why wouldn't you? It's the only Pokemon that can Terralize anymore for him. We go for the Flamethrower. Come on, Angel, take it out. Oh, it doesn't take it out. And it has a Citrus. Okay. Calm Mind. I'm less favorable of our Calm Mind. I was worried about Dragon Dance. I doubt you live that. I'm pressing Flamethrower again. You're getting absolutely roasted today, Necrozma. Let's go! Iron Moth. Doing what it's been doing all season. Fucking roasting. Anybody want fully overcooked Necrozma? I don't know if that's anybody's appetite. Might be a little too exquisite dish. How about a Crocodile? Overcooked Crocodile will also do. I'm sure there are people out there that will enjoy this. Let's go, Iron Moth! God, you've been really fun Terra Captain this season. It's not quite like Brad. Brad, the Hydra Apple, will always have a special place in my heart as a Terra Captain throughout Gen 9. And I freaking loved Elmo, the Armarouge in the low tier that we won. But like, that's the top 3. Slowly and surely there will be Mount Rushmore of Terra Captains for me in Generation 9, and those 3 are there. I'm not sure who I would name as the 4th one yet, but good game to Necrostevo. Make sure to check him out. He has a really fun way of editing his videos and giving a little bit of story, and like I said beginning of the battle, we definitely have the deepest voices when it comes to like Wi-Fi Draft League wise, so the commentary, you know, for those that enjoy it, you will definitely have that. He definitely has even deeper voice than me, which is, I guess for some can be surprised, but I'm not surprised. But anyway, he's a really nice guy. Make sure to check him out. I love his YouTube stuff that he puts out of his editing for his videos. So for the final week, when I go up against Linz, who I never got to play before, and she has a rain team, and that will be surely interesting matchup to prepare for before we are in playoffs. Thank you for watching. Check out Necrostevo, like I said, and all the courses in the description down below. And I'll see you in the final week of the regular season for PPL Season 5.